Hello everyone, I am Dan Staples. I'm here with Jake Solomon, the creative director of XCOM 2 at Viraxis.
Yes, I'm very happy to be here.
We are playing the first Black Site mission from XCOM 2, which I just played and failed, and I'm seeing this map layout, and it's significantly different from what I played. So maybe I got screwed the first time. Maybe this map will be easier.
Yes, maybe so. And you know what? Practice makes perfect. So
yeah. So this map, the layout shifts around every time you play it, huh?
yes,
Even though this is a story mission.
Even though it's a story mission, and the story missions, they shift probably the least because some of the facilities are so big. But even these shift, and then the vast majority of our maps are completely dynamic, and so everything shifts.
And so I've started out here in concealment.
Yes.
So nobody can see what I'm doing. It seems pretty generous about what you can get away with concealment-wise, unless you are moving near a patrolling soldier, in which case they can, during their turn, their detection zone will move, and like you can get caught in that.
Yes, that's true, but only if you're flanked by them, and it's because basically favoring like a really simple rule system for this. Is that it's basically as long as you stay in cover to the enemies, you should be able to stay hidden from them. But if they're able to peek around your cover, then you're going to get busted. Or if you run into one of their detection radiuses, you are in trouble. Radii? Is it radii?
It is radii.
Radii, detection radii.
Latin. Or is it Greek? I don't know. So it's grammar. Anyway, but it seems to be a lot like the biometric skin enhancement, or no, the self enhancement from Enemy Within.
Sure. Yeah. It is similar to that, where basically, as long as you end your turn in cover, you can stay hidden from the enemy.
Right.
But then, of course, the big change is that, at least for most of your units, unless you specially spec'd out one of your soldiers, then they share their concealment. So when one person gets busted, everybody gets busted.
Did I get busted?
Not yet, but
okay. Phew. But
you're going to want to make sure to move to a place where
they're not going to move and detect.
They're not going to flank you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I should be safe there, don't you?
Yeah. Perfectly fine.
What could possibly go wrong? All right. I didn't realize it had to flank me. I was being even more conservative than I had to.
Oh yeah. Well, that's probably best.
It didn't work out for me that first time. I was in a bit of a rush.
Look at how spread out these soldiers are. An interesting tactic here. I like that.
Gotta see what's happening in various corners of this map.
Just so crazy, it might just work. That's.
And I definitely got more use out of the destructibility of the environment than I usually do in XCOM, because it is to your advantage to blow through a lot of walls in this.
Yes, yeah, you can certainly, and it's something we actually went back and forth on too, is how destructible things should be. Not in terms everything is destructible, but how easy should it be to destroy things. And you know what, it's just more fun to allow the player to be able to blow through walls. So
the more breakable, the better, I always say.
Yes, that's true.
So I do have to ask, this game was initially announced for November. It would have been out already if it hadn't been delayed.
Yes, that's true.
So what is something that you've been allowed to do? What did that time buy us, basically? Lots
of polish and balance, and obviously bug fixing. But yeah, a delay that was 3 months, I guess. So
yeah, it's not huge.
Yeah, so we used it basically for balance and polish, basically. And we made a few more hats, I must say. We did make a few more hats for the soldiers that we didn't have planned before. So
I do have one soldier in this mission with a scary blood spattered hockey mask.
Yes. Yeah. Standard soldier equipment, obviously.
So you do get to have a little bit more fun with this one than in the last one, because I guess it's not, you're not actually in a military organization. It's a guerrilla organization. So
that's right.
It's kind of BYO gear.
Right. The rules are a little more relaxed. So, and there we saw them patrolling. So you're perfectly fine. They didn't even come to where you were. So you're safe.
So is it in this mission? My goal is to get into a facility up here and steal a vial.
Yep. That's
and
right.
then escape with it.
Yep.
Is it even possible to do that without being detected? Because I know you say that like this game is not a stealth game; it's a combat game. The stealth is just there to let you set up ambushes, basically.
Right.
But is it even possible to do it without?
It is possible. Now the reason why, yeah, it is absolutely possible to do. The moment you actually complete the objective, it will probably reveal you. But the reason why you don't want to do that is because you would be leaving a lot of alive enemies in your wake. And so the minute you did that and everybody in the map realized where you were, you would have a major crowd problem on your hands. So luckily it does protect, the system does protect itself in that way, because if you wait too long, then you find yourself facing multiple groups of enemies, which is really, really difficult in XCOM 2.
All right, well, in that case, let's get this party started and ambush these guys.
Yeah.
All right, so this
You're going to want at least 2. You're going to want somebody in Overwatch to at least help out.
Yep. So I can use this guy and then my heavy over here. Oh, sorry, not heavy, my grenadier.
Right, yeah.
All right, so
She can get close enough to see.
yeah, I think that seems to be, maybe she's even flanked there. What's flanking her?
I think that's the turret up top.
Oh, I forgot about the turret.
So, and this is a case where the turret doesn't yet see you, but the minute you get revealed, now you've got a turret behind you and aliens in front. But that's a good spot.
Let's go over
That's
here,
a
yeah.
good spot.
You'll be able to possibly shoot everything.
Yeah, and you could wake them up in just the most powerful way possible.
With a grenade?
Yeah,
I do like doing
well,
that.
I don't know if her grenade launch can reach that far. So.
Reach.
Oh, I think she can.
Yep.
A little mat. Yeah, there you go. So you want the other one in Overwatch.
Yep.
And then she will probably majorly wreak some havoc there.
All right, let's put. I can put 2 in Overwatch here.
Oh yeah, you can put 2 in Overwatch, right?
They can conceivably take down everybody. Everybody's gonna have a bad day. All right, so they're in Overwatch. Get back to Grenadier.
All right.
Let's wreck some people here.
Shoot them.
There we go.
Perfect shot.
That's
Perfect.
good. Let's do it.
Here it is.
And she's got an exosuit on. That's something entirely new, basically.
Yes, she is the exosuit, which. Oh, good. I think you even hurt the car. So we've you killed the trooper. Yep. That's perfect. Now you're revealed.
It's on.
She's gonna run, which was a mistake.
Nice. Yeah, and like initially, you guys were when we first announced this, you were talking about the aliens as being almost mini bosses.
Right.
I have to say, I expected a little bit more from them. We are playing on normal here,
right?
But you talked them up. I was expecting to be like a really big fight. They're not too hard.
Yeah, and it does depend, I suppose, by the aliens and when you encounter them. So when they very first appear, they're typically pretty far above what a normal soldier can handle. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it does depend on the aliens. Some are more mini boss-like than the others, I suppose. And I got to tell you, I've been balancing quite a bit, and the numbers are only going up. So yeah, I will take your feedback into account.
I probably shouldn't talk so much smack.
Right.
All right, let's here with our sharpshooter, and this is our ranger. He needs to get up close, and he's not close to anything. All right, well thought out, Dan. Let's get him.
You've got them right where you want them.
Yeah. Get him over here.
And what we see there is the turret is actually armored. It's only 1 point of armor, so it's not too bad. But that armor obviously doesn't go away unless you shred it. So normal attacks won't hurt that turret's armor. And
the armor system is it pretty much the same, just visualized differently, or is it a different armor system than enemy unknown and enemy within?
Well, so when I say armor, I guess I'm meaning the yellow blips there, and so those will stay. Those are hit points that basically don't go away.
Right.
So even when you get damaged, they'll stay. So that's different from enemy unknown. But then you can shred armor with either the grenadier can do it, or different explosives can shred the armor.
Yeah, there's the armor display there. Yeah, that's very different from the previous XCOM.
Yeah, and then course, late in the game, you run into severely armored units where you definitely have to take into account who's shooting at them and with what, because they become unmanageable if you try and fire at them.
You do have a bunch of neat little UI tweaks that I've been appreciating. In the,
Oh, that's good.
they have like you have. Things as simple as like when an explosive goes off, the whole UI kind of flickers.
Yeah.
Just kind of reinforces how powerful that explosion was, and makes it feel a little bit more impactful. Even though it's just window dressing, but it's cool. Are there any other things like that you have that stand out for you?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the fun bit of the UI shaking, but we've tried to. It's interesting because we've tried to add all these elements. I mean, you can see like the weapon down there. You can actually see that your weapon is upgraded because we've got all the little bits. If you got an upgraded parts on your weapon, then you now see it there.
Here, yeah.
And what I really like is that when you go to fire now, then you can actually see the hit breakdown just laid out for you perfectly.
Yeah, all that stuff used to be hidden on a second screen.
That's right, and I'm very excited that now every hit breakdown is laid out for you. Obviously, the PC resolution allows us to basically just lay it all out,
and you can assume that people are going to be close enough to the screen to actually read it.
Yep. So yeah. Now everything is sort of laid out for the player, and that it's just one of those things is you really want to make sure the player has all the information about so in the future they can sort of plan and think about that stuff.
I noticed the running animations are like the chase cam on the running animations are a little bit jerky in this one. Is that something that's still being fine-tuned?
Yeah, they're a lot better actually now. So yeah, they are a little jerky.
You got until February 5th.
That's tons of time.
Tons of time. You can basically just start over from scratch in that time, right? That's how game development works.
I think we choose not to.
You got Central Officer Bradford up there.
Yeah.
And the younger Shen.
That's right.
Shen Jr.
Shen Jr.
All right. And they're just discussing the aliens' evil plot and abducting people.
Right. And more turrets, of course. Here we have more.
I can hack those if I have my.
Yes.
If I get my my what's the class called again?
The specialist.
Specialist. That's right.
Where is the specialist?
There she is.
Oh yeah, there she is.
She's the very specialist, most special.
She's the most special of all.
Most specialist. All right. Yeah, the hacking is pretty cool. I'm going to try and show that because I like the way it gives you different options. I guess at this point in the game we haven't really unlocked the real abilities to hack, but it gives you 3 different choices of things you want to do, and you can get different bonuses as a result of that.
Yep.
But there's a high risk reward potential there.
Yep. Yeah. Many times when you're hacking, then it's a trade-off against what the penalty is, and so you have to sort of trade off against if you're willing to. Oh, here we go.
Hello.
Here we go. Here's some fun ones.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got our mech here, and then a couple of troopers, I think. So that's not too bad.
So I can show off my lightning hands here. It's a neat little skill.
I love lightning hands. Lightning hands is great, especially with the sharpshooter, because then she can, firing the sniper rifle takes 2 actions. But hey, nice shot. But the sniper, if you have more of a sniper sharpshooter, she can use lightning hands to fire a pistol and fire the sniper rifle in one turn.
I guess I can't. Oh, I already moved. That's why.
Yep.
All right. That's fair. Let's see, how best to take this guy down. At least that's not cover. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, can you reach him? You could charge.
Oh.
I don't know if you could charge and slash. No, it looks like you can't
So
quite
close.
reach him. So close. I don't know that I recommend slashing robots anyway, but.
All right, well, let's just do it the old-fashioned way then.
Now you can see, she has the shredder ability, so you can see it's actually breaking the armor, so she'll just punch right through the armor.
I think we should probably do that
turret. Yeah. Never hurts to take somebody off the board.
There you go.
Oh, and actually we have some loot back there, huh? We never picked up the loot.
Oh, I missed the loot.
I think when you killed that Viper, she dropped loot.
Where is it?
I see it back
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Oh,
there it is.
is.
Yeah, I don't think I can get to it in time.
Nope, never gonna make it.
So that's your kind of replacement for meld.
Yeah. It's basically, it gives you a couple of different things you can pick up, and they could translate to stat bonuses for soldiers. They can translate to upgrades for your weapons, and then the aliens drop something called Illyrium cores, and you can take those back to the proving grounds and then turn them into new types of grenades or new types of ammunition, or how'd we do? Oh dear. Or new types of armor, which may be necessary.
All right. Well, let's see. Is there any heavy cover I can get to? Yes.
There's nothing to be ashamed of sometimes. Discretion being the better part of valor.
Live to fight the next turn.
That's right.
And
you're doing fine. Nobody's wounded, right?
Yeah, not yet. No.
This is. Do you feel like I'm jinxing you?
Yes, absolutely.
Not. Oh.
And yeah, is he gonna launch a grenade at me? Yes,
he is. Micro missiles.
Yeah. Thanks, Jake.
Got a little bunched up squad there, but you're gonna be fine because I guarantee this is gonna miss. There's no way. There's no way that's gonna hit. See?
Ooh.
Missed.
Ooh. I noticed you play the same cinematic animations now, regardless of whether it hits or misses.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Oh yeah, the loot expired there. I think that's in the wrong place. Didn't want to forecast sometimes now. So we're kind of playing around with the idea of. Let's see.
Just letting it happen.
Just letting it happen.
Yeah, I think that's better because I like it. It kind of spoiled the surprise.
Can I recommend something?
You absolutely may. Please do.
Because this is an armored unit, I would probably throw a grenade and take the guaranteed damage.
And then finish him off with the
sniper?
sniper?
Finish him off with somebody else. And that way, they won't have to deal with any armor.
Does the grenade shred the armor?
Grenade shreds the armor as well. So now, the armor is shredded.
As an added bonus of having, don't have a line of fire on him. That's no good.
No, but you could. How many hit points does that robot have at this point?
He's got 4.
Oh,
no, 5.
That's too much
I can
for
count.
A pistol. That's too much for a pistol. So
too many for me to count, apparently.
Yeah, if you could just get. Oh, yeah, I should say that we could use our new line of sight indicator too.
Oh yeah.
Which allows you to tell like who you can hit. So next time we're pathing around,
So I could kill him if I get lucky, but then I might finish him with the pistol.
That's true. That's true.
But provided I get the 66% shot, and yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Lucky in one way, not necessarily. But yeah, 2 hit points.
I think the pistol should be able to finish him off, right?
Yeah, I mean. Unless you miss, which I find very hard to believe.
It is kind of guaranteed.
Okay, that's good. So there you go. Down goes the mech.
Nice.
Into the flames.
I do like your new pistol for the snipers, the sharpshooters. It feels much more substantial.
Yeah, and they definitely makes it more flexible as a unit. And you know, the hope is that the player can bounce between both of the abilities, both of the different types of abilities. So there we go.
There we go.
Whoa, you cleaned the board in one turn there.
Doing much better than I was initially concerned I might. Let's see. All right, so we're getting close to the objective over here.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll have enough time because I think we're running out of space on our hard drive.
Now that. Okay. There she is.
Let's rush in and see what could possibly.
Okay, here we go. Oh, cool. Here we've got Stun Lancer, a Viper, and just a regular old trooper.
Yeah, that's a mistake I never make when I'm not hurrying, which is to take your last guy on your turn who hasn't moved yet and move them ahead.
Right.
Because then you trigger some.
You've now exposed yourself to a lot of attacks.
Yep.
Instead of. So now she's poisoned. How bad is it going to get? No, not too bad. She's poisoned, so that's manageable. Bring a med kit, Dan?
You know what? I did not.
Oh!
I do not like those guys.
And I believe the Lancer probably poisoned themselves. So the Lancer cares for nothing except for stabbing people. So the Lancer will do whatever it takes to get within melee range. So now the Lancer could have, so actually that was pretty lucky because the Lancer could have stunned your unit or knocked them completely unconscious for the rest of combat. So that actually didn't go too poorly.
So last time I played this and it went very poorly, I really underestimated those Lancers. They can move a long way.
Yes, and then attack at the end of it. So.
Yeah, they're the equivalent of your what's them called, Rangers.
Yes, they are. They're the equivalent of your Rangers.
Oh, that's not good.
And so, and the thing about them is they don't care about survivability past the first turn necessarily. So when you see one, they kind of have to become your focus because they will do whatever it takes to stab somebody.
Is this a terrible idea? It's probably a terrible idea.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, what? I guess I'll kill that guy.
We got to think outside the box. Yeah. When you're facing odds, besides, actually, it's a very good idea because her aim is. I'm going to retract my former statement.
Really good idea.
Her aim, of course, is going to be very poor when she's poisoned, and so grenades are a great idea for a poisoned unit. Now the problem, of course, is that she destroyed her own cover.
Yeah.
But as long as
unless I take those Lancers out, she's toast anyway.
That's right. So
and I think she's toast. So
she might be toast.
I don't have a lot of moves left. Well, I can take that Lancer out, and then I'll let the Viper show us what she can do.
Right. Oh, looks like
I targeted the wrong thing.
Right.
Oops.
Well, we may be able to see what they can both do. Well, all right. So there, the Viper's pointing out who identifies threats at the start of the turn. What is she going to do here? Oh no, she's going to shoot. Okay, well that's fine.
I missed.
She didn't tongue grab, and she didn't hit a unit out of cover. My friend, you have the luck of the Irish. Oh, I take it back.
Well, unconscious though. That's entirely new.
Yes, and so unfortunately, without a way to revive that unit, if you don't have a med kit, somebody's gonna have to carry that unit. Or, of course, there's a grimmer option. This is that we just leave them there. Yeah,
given how nasty this mission's gonna get, I think that's probably gonna happen to them. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well. You know what? I think we're about out of time, which is very unfortunate. I'm sure this would have gone very well if I had been allowed to continue, but that is about all the time we've got.
We were right on the edge of pulling this out.
Totally.
I got to tell you, we were right on the edge of pulling this out. See?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, just like that.
Got that guy. But XCOM 2 is going to come out on February 5th on PC. I'm very much looking forward to it. I don't know if you know this about me, but I kind of like XCOM a little bit. So this is going to be something I am very much looking forward to in 2016. What do you think? So here's that breakdown you're talking about. So I'm just not going to hit him.
You got nothing to lose, my friend. 17%.
All right, let's do it.
Here it is.
Hail Mary.
Let's go out on a high note.
Nope.
Okay, well.
All right, well, Jake, thank you very much for guiding me through this tactical disaster I just conducted. But yeah, I swear I'm not usually this bad. All right, for much more on XCOM 2, stick with IGN.